Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. One thing that I absolutely hate is fanboys. And let's just dig into fanboys. And what I mean by fanboys is guys who come around and say, oh, Anthony Joshua was, how weren't you the same guy that was saying Anthony Joshua was, being ducked by Deontay Wilder? Well, honestly, that doesn't change the facts. Deontay Wilder still ducked Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder blew this opportunity by ducking. Deontay Wilder cost himself $100 million. Think about it like this. Deontay Wilder could have made $100 million against Anthony Joshua, fighting Anthony Joshua by signing a 3-fight deal with DAZN, and it could have all been over. It could have all been over. At the end of the day, he blew a $100 million opportunity because unfortunately there's no one else in boxing he can make that kind of money against. No one. So he blew an opportunity by straight ducking. The debate was not about who would win between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. I still favored Anthony Joshua to beat Deontay Wilder at that time. But even then, I always stated that Deontay Wilder could win that fight because he has one-punch knockout power, and that's dangerous against literally any opponent. Deontay Wilder has that power, and I thought that would be a close fight. See, you have to understand and be honest and unbiased. Ducking someone is completely different from beating someone. So at the end of the day, styles do make fights. Deontay Wilder cannot fight the same way that Andy Ruiz fights. Deontay Wilder is a sloppy fighter. He can't box. He has no boxing skills. He does not have the hand speed or foot movement that, Andy Ruiz possesses. So we have to be honest and unbiased when we analyze these situations. At the end of the day, Deontay Wilder is no Andy Ruiz. At the end of the day, Deontay Wilder was rocked by a lesser opponent such as Eric Molina. Deontay Wilder was even rocked coming in by Dominic Breazeale, except for Dominic Breazeale was way low on the totem pole. Deontay Wilder was in trouble against Tyson Fury at times, and Deontay Wilder definitely went through hell and high water against Luis King Kong Ortiz in the 7th round, where he was almost out on his feet. So let's not act like in heavyweight boxing, guys don't get in trouble. This is a shaky sport at the top of boxing, because when you look at heavyweight boxing, one punch can put you down or end your night. And Deontay Wilder literally could have had that shot against Luis Ortiz in the 7th round. He could have had that shot against Eric Molina. And he could have went down against Dominic Breazeale when he got hit square on the chin, but he kept swinging. You have to understand, in boxing, ducking costs you money. And at the end of the day, you can't marinate a fight like Anthony Joshua. You can't duck a guy like Anthony Joshua, because that would have been the biggest payday of your career. And even Anthony Joshua stated after the fight that, hey, at the end of the day, it should have been Deontay Wilder that did this. But you know what? Deontay Wilder didn't step up. Deontay Wilder ducked Anthony Joshua for so long, and he cost himself $100 million. So it makes no sense for fanboys and trolls to come out and say, oh, you said he was ducking, because he was ducking. The proof is on the table. He cost himself $100 million. And that shows how big of a fanboy you are to even say something that ignorant and ludicrous. Because at the end of the day, when you're a fanboy such as Big L, you took a big L. Because that shows you that you don't understand and know boxing at an elite level. You have to understand is that Deontay Wilder ducking Anthony Joshua only hurts Deontay Wilder. Because every time I spoke about that, I said, how can you cost yourself life-changing money? You never know what's going to happen in the next fight. You never know who's going to put you down. Deontay Wilder could lose his next fight or the one after. You don't know. But now, because of Deontay Wilder's ducking, that fight will never get the level it was. It will never make the money that it was. So even if Anthony Joshua came back and won the rematch and set up a match with Deontay Wilder, it will still no longer be the same $100 million plus fight that it once was, because now the luster is gone. We've already seen Anthony Joshua defeated. We've already seen Anthony Joshua stopped and knocked down and beat up. We've seen this now. So this is no longer carries the same weight. This is what happens when you don't give the fans what they want to see. This is what happens when you're a PBC ducker. This is what happens when you're Deontay Wilder and you're afraid to take a fight against a guy. And this is what happens. But once again, unbiased as always, just IBFP. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.